That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Weather not much of an issue tonight. A mild 65 degrees here at game time. And he takes strike 3 called on the curveball that time, and there's your first out of the evening. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff hitter right now. He's coming off a month in which he hit over 400. He hasn't shown any signs of slowing down, so we'll see if he can continue to ride that momentum and keep up that pace as we turn the page on the calendar.
First delivery to him on the way. Jesse hits, comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. That misses, so the count goes full now to the second batter of the ball game. Jeremy hits. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, he was a strike away from getting back-to-back punch-outs here to start the game, but he might have gotten just a little overconfident there as he leaves that one out over the plate, and it gets hammered for a 1-out double.
Jeremy hits will stand in, and you can see that surprisingly he hits better versus left-handed pitching than he does against righties. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
And that's the spot that he's just going to have to keep wearing out going forward. If he can keep running that pitch in on the guy's hands, he's going to be fine.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Salazar on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
And that's a good job in that situation. You'd love a base hit, but hey, the bottom line is you've got to produce a run, and he did.
Sean Albrecht will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
And now, after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Two and one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To third. Moran scoops it up. On to first, and the throw goes right by him.
Well, everything looked okay here on the pickup and transfer, but then you see him just fire this thing straight into the box seats down there. That's going to be scored in E5 and a lucky souvenir baseball for one of the fans.
Standing in now, David Molina, as he'll swing at the first pitch and grounded foul off to the right. It's strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Batting sixth.
Stepping in now, John Pitts. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes into play here at 273. 13 home runs and 49 runs batted in. 3 runs already home here. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a swing and a fly ball. Aquino is in pursuit, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up, and Montgomery's out in front here. 3-0. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Steve, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, this team runs pretty well. They drive the ball into the gap pretty well. And as long as they keep avoiding the double play ball and let the game come to them and just drive in runs when they get the opportunities, they're going to be just fine.
Alex Keys, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, you can see right there, right-handed hitters do not have a lot of success against them. We'll see what happens here.
Now that we have a chance, let's give you a look at the Biscuits on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this defense really revolves around the catcher. Very good back there, blocks a lot of the balls, guides that pitching staff. Really the most important guy on this defense.
Francisco Cabrera comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Francisco Cabrera.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And, Eric, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, but they've got a tough assignment on the mound here tonight, so they're going to have their hands full. But the way they've been playing, get the sense that no one in that dugout's too concerned.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Nope.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pitts sprinting after it. 1 down. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
Shannon Aquino will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. A strike, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Full count. 3-2. Count is full. Here's the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Biscuits on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, they have the best fielding percentage in all of Major League Baseball. They catch a ball as well as anybody. When you're doing that, you really help out your pitching staff. Can't wait to watch this one.
Willie Moran will stand in now. Happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Drilled to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Biscuits lead it 3-0. David Kida makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Smoked on the ground left side, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Yeah, the first inning was no picnic, and now he's already in trouble again here in the second. He hadn't looked all that sharp so far, and he's in danger of really putting his guys behind the 8 ball early.
Jeff Pitts will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A shot down the first baseline. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Chuck Shipman will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Runner at first here, one man out. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike two.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
One and two, here it comes. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
You don't really want to hit a guy, but part of the reason he's been in trouble so far is that he hasn't felt comfortable working inside. And if you just let guys lean out over the plate, they're going to eat you up. So maybe this could be a blessing in disguise.
Chubby Nails will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game.
Yeah, as bad as he looked on that breaking ball, his first at-bat, he's going to see nothing but breaking balls in this one.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Very important here, with two guys on following the hit by pitch, he had to come out and establish the count in his favor, and he did just that.
The 0-1 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number two. With a moment now, let's bring in a look at how the Barons will line it up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, one place you don't want to hit it is to the third baseman. Absolute vacuum down there. He's got great range. Some of the plays I've seen him make, absolutely ridiculous.
Jesse Pitts will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And, you know, now all of a sudden after the strikeout, you give that guy on the mound at least a little bit of confidence that he definitely didn't have before.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So after the 3-spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And Montgomery's out in front here, 3-0. Brian Cortez will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Brian Cortez.
Out in front of it, strike one. Bounce to first. Albrecht is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting fifth, center fielder,
Rafael Salazar will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. First offering on its way. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Well, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. On the ground to the right side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, designated hitter, Ike
Mulder gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. He's set. Here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Nope.
Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. On the ground to third. Shipman is right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Biscuits lead it 3-0. Jeremy Pitts is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
right fielder, Jeremy Pitts.
Here comes the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Into the box now, Sean Albrecht, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Three and 0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Hey! 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Cortez is after it, and the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Now batting.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't
Molina.
panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
In now, David Molina, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
Line drive to left. Valdez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And Montgomery's out in front here, 3-0. Luis Baroa will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Second baseman.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Pitts has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Batting 8.
Juan Almanza will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Pitts giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Kevin Valdez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1, 2, 3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Ready on 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Pitts on the move and foul. The 1-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. John Pitts is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Center fielder, John Pitts.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. That misses, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And now a swing and a ball hit hard back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because it would have taken his head off.
Into the box, David Kida, as he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And they're right back in business again. He's in with a triple.
Well, there you go. That was easy. Leadoff single puts the guy in the stretch, and then bang, a triple here chases him home.
Jeff Pitts steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Here's the 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 5.
Chuck Shipman walks into the box after being hit by a pitch in his first appearance, and that has to be a little motivation to do something big right here.
Yeah, I wonder if he rubbed it.
And a high strike there, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. A man at third with 1 away. Grounded to third. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Yeah, and unless he was going on his own down there at third, they were using that contact play where you're told wherever and whenever the ball's hit, you're off and running. You're not even paying attention to what's going on. You've got to go. They love to play an aggressive style on the bases, and it gets them a run right there.
Chubby Nails will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that's through for a hit.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Jesse Pitts.
Jesse Pitts steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there at the knees, strike one.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
A runner on first with 2 away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
That's a pitch that you got to stay on top of, or else it'll take off on you just like that one did.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Biscuits lead it 5-0. Francisco Cabrera will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, no balls and a strike. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Line to the right side, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
Right fielder, Shannon.
Digging in to try it again, Shannon Aquino. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Willie Moran.
Willie Moran digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally, this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
Hot shot to third. Shipman over to his left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Rico Aguila is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Aguila.
Jeremy Pitts Ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Sent on the ground out to second. Baroa takes it in. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Sean Albrecht.
Sean Albrecht will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. One out, nobody on. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want them to chase.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Salazar ranging back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and he's in there safely. He's got a double.
I don't know. That looked like a slider that time, but it was just sort of a cement mixer. It just spun and did nothing. And he whacked this thing into the gap. No way to run this one down, and he winds up at second with 2 bases.
Stepping in now, David Molina. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Into the box now, John Pitts.
Center fielder, John.
As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Grounded to first. Almanza gloves it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 8, David Kida.
David Kida tripled homer run last time through, so let's see what he's got in store this time.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
And this is taken outside for ball one. Swung on and hit in the air to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up, and Montgomery's out in front here, 7-0. Striding into the box, Brian Cortez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Cortez.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And what's the call? It's a home run. And now hold everything here. We're going to have a conference down that first base line, as there may be some discussion as to whether or not this was really a fair ball. And you can see the umpires pointing down the right field line. We may have a situation here where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Ripped down the line. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
7 straight games with a base hit now, and that's a solid week or so of swinging the bat with some authority.
Salazar.
Rafael Salazar stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Nobody out, runner on first. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Looking to avoid his first walk. Got him. Little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around third and being waved on home. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Well, he'd been doing a really good job of working corner to corner, but this is one of the first pitches we've seen that kind of found the middle of the plate, and it's going to cost him a run, as this will wind up being an RBI double.
First pitch on its way. Luis Baroa is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. One out and a runner on second base. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. From the stretch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
First baseman
Juan
number 25.
Almanza is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Strike 2 on the curveball, 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now 7-1. Jeff Pitts makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Shortstop, Jeff Pitts.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
This is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Drilled on the ground to short. Cabrera has it. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Chuck Shipman.
Chuck Shipman strides in, grounded out his last time through. Now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Seared down the first baseline. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
In now, Chubby nails as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Two and 0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
Here he comes on 2-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. The 2-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Salazar is after it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Jesse Pitts gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Biscuits lead it 7-1. Kevin Valdez will come forward now to start out their half of the sixth, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
From the stretch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Francisco Cabrera will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. We've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Kita is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Shannon Aquino will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. He's set, and the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
2 quick outs in the inning. This hitter's job is to work the count, get on base, and give his middle-of-the-order hitters a chance in this inning.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either, but when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Oh, and he botches it. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder is on the run, and that retires the side. Back here for Southern League Baseball on the show. 7th inning straight ahead, but first let's take a look at the game summary for the first 6 innings of baseball. Jesus Watson will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Watson.
Jeremy Pitts will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
Montgomery, right fielder, Jeremy Pitts.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Here it comes, 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Now 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that four-seamer right by the guy.
Standing in now, Sean Albrecht. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Scorched to third. To his left, Moran. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter,
David Molina will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard to short. Cabrera is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. And Montgomery's out in front here, 7-1. Leading off the inning, Willie Moran, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen. A pause, and the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. Hits, recovers. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
now batting, catcher.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the put out.
Into the box, Brian Cortez. Chop foul wide of first. The 0-1 delivery. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, center
Rafael
fielder.
Salazar
Rafael.
will good. He gets ahead of him 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, here's another look at this on Show Track. And actually, this pitch might not even show up on the graphic. That's how far away from the plate it was. And this will let that base runner take a nice little stroll up to second base.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. A block at the plate, and he's out trying to score. It's a double play, and the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. 8th inning coming up. The Biscuits lead it 7-1. John Pitts comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
John Pitts.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound, as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1-2-3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5. So now as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And a great location that time on the corner, 3-2 now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it, one gone.
And you'll get a good look at the grip on his 2-seam fastball. You grip it along the narrower seams on the baseball, and that gives it that running action you don't see on the 4-seamers.
Into the box now, David Kida, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Bases are empty, one man out. And it's quickly 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
The pitch. Jeff Pitts is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Brian Dulesky will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Leading off the inning, Ike Mulder, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Now, you've got a 6-run lead out there, and there's no reason not to come right at guys.
Here's the 2-0. Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty, 2-1.
Might have been anticipating the sinker there because he was well under that one.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. Luis Baroa will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
That evens it up 1-1. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. A runner at first with no outs here. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Not exactly the finest of starts to the inning out there on the mound. A walk followed by a wild pitch. But this is a good time to go out there and say, hey, what's up?
2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Juan Almanza will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. From the belt, the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
The 0-2 pitch. Sinking liner toward left. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away. Kevin Valdez ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next two pitches, so you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. Runners are at first and third, one away. Able to protect the plate with two strikes, and he'll see another one. Here he comes on a ball and two strikes. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly to second for one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show. Chuck Shipman will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. On the ground up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth. Chubby Nails will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he lays off there 1-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Didn't seem to be anything too out of the ordinary here. It looked like he just closed the glove a little too early, and that's going to be a pass ball.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his third strikeout of the game. At the plate, Jesse Pitts. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Pitts.
To short. Cabrera scoops it up. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Fortunately here, no advance from that runner at second base, so he stays still. But the problems are going to deepen here as he puts runners on first and second now on what will be scored an infield single.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Runners are at first and second with one away. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will land foul. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Ground ball to second. This could be two. He's got it. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Has a look. Now the pitch. Sean Albrecht is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Center fielder giving chase, and the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well, and they're really putting some distance between them now as that lead gets even bigger.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 2 out here and a runner at second. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 2-1 after the foul ball there. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
And that misses for ball 4. J.P. Huseby will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. John Pitts steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ballgame right here.
Looking to minimize the damage here. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Swing and a liner. But this is foul near the seats. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 down, runners at first and second. throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up, and Montgomery's out in front here, 9-1. Francisco Cabrera will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.